You're nothing but a disappointment, Elena, my father sneered, his voice slicing through the oak-paneled boardroom like a blade. 6 months ago, those words shattered me as he sat behind his polished desk at Sterling Labs, his eyes cold with disdain. Without rising, he'd stripped me of my role. You'll never lead Sterling Labs, he declared, dismissing a decade of my blood, sweat, and innovation. Tonight, at the Annual Biotech Gala, I'd rewrite that story. Adjusting the collar of my tailored Armani blazer in my penthouse mirror, I felt the weight of my plan. My phone lit up with a text from my assistant, Lila, *everything set, Miss Carter. Press release drops at 9:00 p.m. *. A slow smile spread across my face. This began the moment I walked out of Sterling Labs, humiliated but not broken. I'd called Marcus Reed, CEO of Horizon Biotech, Sterling's fiercest rival. I know why your Alzheimer's drug trials are failing, I told him. He scoffed, but when I laid out the chemical oversight his team had missed, his tone shifted. Within weeks, I was Horizon's lead strategist. I hadn't just followed orders at Sterling Labs for 10 years, I'd studied every deal, every flaw, every buried secret. My father underestimated me, but I'd been sharpening my blade in silence. The limo pulled up to the Celestial Hotel, cameras flashing as industry titans strutted the red carpet. I stepped out, unnoticed for now, my emerald gown catching the light. A young valet, breathless, approached. Miss Carter, Mr. Reed requests you head straight to the grand ballroom. Inside, chandeliers glittered over a crowd of tailored suits and sequined gowns. My father, Victor Sterling, held court near the stage, my brother Julian at his side, no doubt boasting about their latest coup, a lab in Seattle they'd snatched. They didn't know I'd let them have it, its tech was obsolete, a trap I'd baited. Elena? A familiar voice stopped me. It was Mia, my old assistant from Sterling. I thought, after everything, her eyes flicked to my confident posture, so different from the day security marched me out. Your father's telling everyone you burned out, she whispered. Couldn't handle the pressure. I glanced at my watch, 8:55 p.m. in 5 minutes, Mia, he'll have a new story. Weaving through the crowd, I declined champagne, my focus razor-sharp. Marcus Reed caught my eye, giving a subtle nod. He'd been my ally, ready to retire and pass the torch. He saw what my father never did, vision trumps loyalty. At 8:59 p.m., my father's laugh boomed. Sterling Labs will dominate the merger talks, decades of leadership don't lie. Phones began to ping. Reporters' faces shifted as the 9 p.m. alert hit. Horizon Biotech names Elena Carter CEO of $15 billion empire. The ballroom froze. My father's glass hit the floor, shattering. Julian fumbled his phone, scrolling in disbelief. I stepped forward, heels echoing on marble. Good evening, I said, my voice cutting through the silence. I'm Elena Carter, and I have an announcement. My father's face was ash. Elena, what is this? Before I could reply, Marcus stepped up. As of tonight, I'm retiring. Elena Carter is Horizon Biotech's new CEO. Murmurs erupted, cameras flashing. Julian stammered, she's been gone 6 months, she can't. Can't what? I interjected, pulling up my tablet. Can't know about Project Helix? Their faces paled. Helix was Sterling's covert gene therapy, plagued by unreported side effects. Or how you've buried those results from regulators. My father's mask hardened. This is a stunt. Marcus cut in. No stunt. Elena fixed our Alzheimer's drug in weeks, a breakthrough Sterling couldn't dream of. I raised my voice. And we've just acquired Vertex Therapeutics. Gasps rippled through the room. Vertex was the industry's third largest player, a prize Sterling had chased for years. Impossible, my father snarled. We were in talks with Vertex. I swiped my tablet, displaying the signed contract. Funny, they closed with us yesterday. Julian grabbed my father's arm. Dad, They now control 40% of the market. I let the words hang. Horizon Biotech is now the industry leader. Your move, father. Reporters surged, questions flying. I raised a hand. One more thing. My father was boasting about mergers. Care to comment now? His jaw clenched, eyes burning. I pulled a USB drive from my purse, the one he'd accused me of stealing. You thought I took secrets. I took evidence. Marcus signaled, and the ballroom screens lit up with Sterling's hidden reports, inflated prices, falsified trials. These are now with the FDA, I said. My father lunged, but my security team stepped in. Careful, Dad. The world's watching. Then I turned to the crowd. I'm launching the Carter Foundation, named for my mother, who died because Sterling's heart drug was priced out of reach, $10,000 a dose, made for $5. The room went silent. The foundation will make critical drugs affordable, starting with Alzheimer's treatments. Reporters scribbled furiously. My father's voice was low, venomous. You'll ruin us. No, I said. I'll rebuild what you broke. My phone buzzed. Lila, Carter Foundation ready to launch. As I moved toward the exit, Marcus addressed the press. The foundation will transform healthcare access. I glanced back. My father stood alone, his empire fracturing. Julian was on the phone, likely with lawyers. I wasn't worried. I had purpose. Outside, a reporter shouted, Ms. Carter, what's your message to aspiring leaders? I turned, cameras flashing. Never let anyone define your worth. When they block you, don't fight, build. The limo door closed, sealing out the frenzy. Tomorrow, the real work began. But tonight, I'd shown them all, sometimes being cast out is the spark that lights your empire.